Previously on One Life to Live.
There's a space between us. I don't know how to bridge it.
I'm convinced that what Will is saying is the truth.
I'm Will Rappaport.
You're under arrest on a fugitive warrant.
I think I might be pregnant. At least that's what the home test says.
Tess? Are you all right, Lindsay?
And if you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the court.
Save your breath. I already have a lawyer back in Landview.
I knew he was trouble, but I had no idea.
And did you do this? Did you call the cops?
No, I didn't, but I should have called. And the way you came barging in here demanding information you had no right to.
Yeah, well, okay, well, somebody called you. Who called you?
You got a fugitive warrant. That's all you need to know.
Look, guys, I'd appreciate it if you would just, take him out of here as quietly as you can, all right? This is not the kind of publicity the Institute is looking for. Thank you very much.
We'll do our best.
I want to know how you guys knew I was here.
We got radioed to pick you up. That's all I can tell you, fella.
Yeah, I bet. Suddenly got a real good idea who tipped off the cops.
Grandpa, did you do it? Did you set up Will?
I kind of understand why you're asking, Jesse. I look back and I guess I have done some questionable things in my life.
That doesn't answer my question.
Megan was my great-grandchild. I would have done anything for her if she had lived. Like I'll do anything for you.
That's not my point, Grandpa.
Well, that's why I set up the foundation in Megan's name out of love for you and the little baby. I let Will manage it because I believed him when he said he felt the same way that I did.
So did I.
And I know the two of you meant something to each other, or he meant something to you.
Yes, he did.
Oh, honey, I mean, you've been hurt so much. My God, I mean, I'm your grandfather. Do you actually think I would do something to break your heart again?
I don't know.
Exactly, honey. That just doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't, but Uncle Bo said you're guilty.
So the reshuffle couples are all one big happy family.
Seem to be.
And District Attorney Gannon was also married to Nora?
Yeah, he's my best friend.
I'm impressed.
So, have you come to offer a deal?
Why would I do that? Your client confessed.
Yeah, but only to the first 35,000. I mean, the rest of the $500,000 was a setup.
Even if it was, there's still that pesky 35 grand.
Well, yeah, but it's a very small sum compared to the amount we're talking about.
Small to you, maybe. But I'd say that's about the average income of the Landview jury pool.
Yeah, but there's a lot about this case that you don't know about yet.
Which is why I rely on the police department, Commissioner.
Will was set up by his employer, who happens to be my father.
Yes, I'd heard that accusation, but I see no evidence in support of it.
You'll get it.
Good, because I build my cases on the facts. I'm not sure what you think you can build yours on.
Well, it's simple. The truth. And on the character of the two principal players.
It's nice that you're one big happy family. But how's the city feel about the Commissioner of Police and the Defense Counsel being in bed together?
You don't know anything about how this town works.
Which is exactly why D.A. Gannon brought me in. Because I can be objective and look at this case without all that cozy history.
Well, that's certainly professional of you.
Well, I learned how to be a professional from you. And how to be a winner.
Oh, is that what you call this?
You find some facts to support your theories. Maybe we can discuss a plea. But right now, the facts point in only one direction. Your son, your fiance's son, is going to jail.
Excuse me, Bo. Just got a call from the New York City Police Department. They're holding Will in custody for jumping bail.
What?
I'm on my way up to New York now to pick him up. I'll call you.
Nora, I'm sorry.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'll handle this, okay? I'll be right in.
Okay, fine.
My medical situation is none of your business,
Yes,
Nora.
I know.
So what are you
You're
doing
absolutely
here?
right. You're right. I brought Matthew in. He had an earache. I took him to the pediatrician.
Really? Well, what happened? Did you misplace him?
Marianne took him home.
So you just thought you'd wander the halls looking for a little bit of gossip to listen to?
No, I actually came down to see Dr. Conklin. Look, I am sorry if I interrupted your conversation. I really am. I'm very sorry.
You just won't let me live my life, will you?
I'm trying, Lindsay. I'm really trying.
Nora, in less than 24 hours, I am marrying your ex, and you are engaged to marry mine. This is a small town. Now, are we going to be able to get along or not?
Well, you do make it difficult when you keep big secrets from Beau.
Look, we both have men who love us, and we love them. That makes me very happy. So happy I'm not so concerned about what happens with you, and I don't understand why you're so concerned about what happens with me. Or your ex-husband.
I'm really sorry. I know I must be driving you absolutely crazy.
Hardly. It's just that I somehow assumed that the sonogram and the needle aspiration would provide me with some answers.
And I hope they will.
But it takes so long to get the report from the pathologist's office.
The waiting is hard.
I can't believe it takes this long. How does anyone stand? Every day I think, okay, today's the day. I'll get some answers, and then I can start planning for, well, you know, whatever it is. Today is never the day. You know, there's always another test, another consultation.
You want us to be thorough, don't you?
Yes, of course I do. Can you be straight with me? I mean, could this be very serious?
Vicky, I truly don't know yet. Listen, I've got some free time tomorrow morning. Why don't you come by my office? Maybe the results will be in and we can discuss them.
And if they're not, will you hold my hand? Tell me everything's going to be all right?
If they're not, I will definitely hold your hand. And I will tell you that I will do everything in my power to make sure that you have the best possible outcome, no matter what the diagnosis.
Excuse me. Hey, Elise. Hey. Is everything okay? Can I help?
Now, I did warn you. It's not Windows on the World.
It's very authentic. It's real. Does that just sound patronizing?
No, not at all. It is authentic. It is real. It's a working man's diner.
Can I
I'm going to
take-
keep my coat. I'm freezing.
Well,
Thank you
that's
very
all right.
much. However, the food is delicious, but without a maitre d', I suggest we grab that available booth.
Well, this is why we're here, to eat. And, Mel said this was the best lunch spot in town.
Oh, and Mel was passionate about food.
Yeah. Mel was passionate about everything.
Yes, he was.
Is your friend Carlotta here?
I don't see her.
Mel said I just had to try her flan.
Ah, well, Carlotta is a treasure.
Mel's words exactly. Dorian, you are a vibrant, beautiful woman, and you will never lack male companionship if you want it.
But no one would ever be able to replace Mel in my heart.
Hey, a man would be a fool to even try.
And a bit of a masochist. You see, I am the town pariah. You're taking your chances being seen with me at all.
If you're trying to scare me off, it won't work. I'm a risk taker.
There you are. Look, I know you're angry
We'll
with
talk
me.
about that later.
Do you have any idea how serious the charges are against Will Rappaport? Look, that doesn't have anything to do with me. I didn't steal that money.
But you took it. That makes you a co-conspirator and an accomplice after the fact.
That's not fair, Taya, because I didn't know that he stole that money.
You swear to me that you didn't know.
He's lying, if that's what he's saying.
Well, he seemed pretty sure in the church when he said that you took the money and that you knew exactly where it came from.
That's not true, I swear to you. And it was his idea to begin with. What's gonna happen to me?
Hey, nothing is going to happen to you. Not as long as your aunt is a member of the Pennsylvania Bar Association, okay?
But what could happen to me?
I told you yesterday, you could go to jail.
So what do I do?
Well, I'm gonna get you a lawyer, and then I think it's in your best interest to go down to the police station and make a statement.
Why? God, will they even believe me? You know, Will's pretty good friends with the commissioner, and he's got Sam Rappaport for a father.
Okay. All the more reason for you to go down there and make a statement before they come looking for you to make a statement.
Will gave me that money. I never asked for it.
Where is it now?
A lot of it's spent.
A lot of it?
Well, New York's expensive. I had to pay for Christian's tuition, and then I gave him some of it when I told him I sold 2 of his paintings.
Roseanne, we are talking about $500,000 here.
No, we're not. Look, Will gave me $135,000, and that's all. Oh, what, is he saying that I took more?
No, but Asa Buchanan's saying Will did. So you have the rest of what Will gave you.
Not all of it. Well, I used some of it to put down as deposit for the new apartment.
The one a friend of mine was supposed to be letting you live in?
Yeah. So Christian and I could get out of the dump that we're living in, Taya. Look, I'm not giving up that apartment, and don't ask me to. I'm not giving up Christian either.
They picked Will up in the dean's office at Christian's art school.
What the hell was Will doing in New York?
New York's a good city to get lost in.
If he wanted to get lost, he could go a lot further away than New York.
You know, he went there to pay money after Christian's scholarship was revoked.
Maybe he went this time to find out who did the revoking.
I wish he'd come to me. Why didn't he come to me?
Hey, guys. Hank, I heard about Will.
When they bring him back, I want him in custody till the trial.
Oh, come on. He was just looking for information to help his case.
According to you. But what if the next place he goes looking for information is Argentina or the Cayman Islands or somewhere else that won't extradite him?
Hank, give the kid a break. Well, this case is too close to too many people. That's why I brought Jared in, and I'm sticking by him.
Jared, look, you're going to have a lot of leeway about how you deal with Will before the judge, all right? And I just want you to know that Will is not a hardened criminal, and he is my son.
I know that, Sam. But that's all the more reason that I don't appear to show favoritism.
Well, it's not favoritism, though. I mean, this is his first offense. Besides, he was set up by Asa Buchanan.
I hope so. But in the meantime, he knowingly violated the provisions of his bail.
In an effort to get information to clear his name.
Which is not his job.
Fine. I'm just reminding you that he was not trying to flee jurisdiction, okay?
Jared, I know Will, and he is a good kid. He can be trusted.
With all due respect, Commissioner, I know you and Sam know and respect each other, but I still have to make my decision based on the young man's actions, and that's what I intend to do. I'm sorry if this impacts your wedding tomorrow. I'm sorry, Sam. Can we talk in your office?
Sure.
You're right, Lindsay. My priorities are Sam and Matthew, not you and Bo and whatever it was that you were doing here. It's none of my business.
Thank you. I don't want to keep Dr. Conklin waiting.
No, I'm fine. I'm just fine. I was talking to Dr. Hansen about some fundraising for the hospital. It's a project. But you're right, you know, there's no time now, so maybe I will come and see you tomorrow morning.
Good. You've been missed. Any chance of you fighting your way back in here?
No chance at all. I'm just here to make sure my former patients get the proper referrals.
I'm very sorry, Ben.
Thank you.
And I'll see you tomorrow morning?
Sure.
I didn't know about any fundraising project.
Well, I guess there are some things you just don't know, you know.
I miss you, Blondie. I need you. And I know you need me.
Oh, so that's it. Bo and I are going through a rough time.
He said he disowned you.
He's tangled up in the web of a woman who hates me. He's so busy trying to please that blood-sucking Lindsay that he's blinded by everything else.
Grandpa, look, I'm sorry I upset you. It's just that I need answers.
It didn't upset me. It's that damn Bo. Men can be so damn foolish, Jesse. Especially when a woman makes them feel like they're a hero. They stop being reasonable and they just go after anything to keep getting that good thing, if you get my drift.
You mean sex?
I can't believe I'm having this conversation with my own granddaughter.
Oh, so wait a second. This is what you think has happened to Uncle Bo?
Yes. He has to blame me to make him feel like a big man to Lindsay, whether or not he believes it or not. And whether deep down he really loves her at all.
Maybe that's why Will did what he did to me.
I can't answer that, Jesse.
No, I mean, it's obvious. He's never loved me.
I always love you, no matter what. I'll always be your grandpa.
There's just no way that Will was skipping bail. Yeah, I know, but it still looks bad. I put up the house to cover Will's bail. Does Nora know that? Nora has suggested it. That house was a symbol of the fresh start that she and Matthew and I were making in life, and now it looks like we're going to lose it.
Yeah, but don't you think what you and Nora have is a lot stronger than any house?
I hope so.
No, I count on it. New Year's Eve made it very clear to me.
Well, what exactly happened that night? I mean, what happened between you and Nora in that warehouse? Because she hasn't been the same since.
You know, those home pregnancy tests are pretty accurate. But once you come back in a while for the blood test results, and we'll make it official.
Okay.
Okay. You know, with all that the commissioner's been through, with losing a son, he deserves this. And I know he will be a wonderful father.
Ben, please don't make this any harder than it already is. Please.
How do we stop caring for each other?
I don't know. I don't know, but we have to. Nora, hi.
Hi, Vicky. You all right?
Yeah, I just wanted to say hello, that's all.
Vicky, what happened? You don't want to talk about it?
No, I can't now. Can you change the subject?
Okay. Hey, I do have a question I've been wanting to ask you. When Lindsay married Clint, how did you feel about that?
Oh, wow. Let me see. I didn't know anything about it beforehand, so I think I was pretty devastated, actually.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Nora, I wasn't about to marry somebody else. I mean, I was still in love with Clint.
You were?
No, I wasn't. I thought I was. But I was about to say yes to his proposal. And in he waltzes with the new Mrs. Buchanan. Although in the long run, I guess I should thank her. She did me a big favor.
You're kidding, right?
No. If Clint hadn't married Lindsay, I would never have met Ben. In spite of everything that's happened, I wouldn't trade those happy times for anything.
Oh, Vicky, Nora. It's a beautiful afternoon, isn't it?
It wasn't easy, okay? But I learned to handle Lindsay as the new Mrs. Buchanan. Can you? Nora, are you still in love with Bo?
No. No, I don't trust Lindsay. She's keeping a very big secret from him. Don't know what it is.
Bet you'd like to. You don't like secrets.
Sam helped me see that I was getting carried away, so I'm letting go.
For Sam?
For me. Bo's a big boy. You know, if Lindsay breaks his heart, he can handle it. He's done it before.
We do try and protect our children as much as we can. But with the adults in our lives, we kind of have to let them be.
I love Sam, Vicky. I really do. I don't want him to doubt that just because I'm fighting some battle that's none of my business.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No.
Were you looking for me?
Yeah.
Oh, you go ahead.
Okay.
Come on in.
I hope I didn't break any doctor-patient confidentiality.
Oh, apology accepted. So what do you want to see me about?
I just wanted to be a proud mom and show you a picture of Matthew. He's gotten so big. Look.
And handsome.
Oh, he takes after his dad.
Oh, is he walking yet?
No, but soon. He's pulling himself up on everything.
No, it won't be long now.
No, my daughter Rachel, she went from crawling to full speed around my apartment. Oh, dear, Josie, I hope I have the energy.
Oh, hon, you are going to be fine. You know, I hear that you are marrying Matthew's father.
Yes,
congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, my God, I'm glad that you stopped by. I've been looking into Bo's sperm test results. And I couldn't understand how they could say that he was fertile and then the opposite when they sent them to you. But I finally have some information on that mystery.
There I was. I'm trapped in that warehouse with Nora. I'm flirting with electrocution. It was just a crazy night.
Yeah, for all of us.
But there were a few things that were made clear. Just how much Nora loves you and how much I love Lindsay.
You talked about that?
Yeah. Yeah, we opened up. I mean, something opened up in me. It's kind of hard to explain.
Well, you know, maybe it's just the walls you built up came down.
I think just all the old crap was out of the way. Anyway, I found out what I wanted. Lindsay. She has me. She has nothing to worry about. And I'll tell you something. Neither do you.
Well, it's good to know.
All this business that's going on with Will, we're going to handle it together. The four of us.
We're going to win.
Well, we beat all the other odds, right? We'll beat these two.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Roseanne Delgado.
She's right over there. I used to be Roseanne Delgado, but now I'm Mrs. Christian Vega.
My name is Jared Hall. I'm the assistant DA handling the Will Rappaport case. I just wanted to introduce myself and to encourage you to come in and tell your side of the story. Things are escalating pretty quickly.
What do you mean, escalating?
Mr. Rappaport was arrested in New York for jumping bail. And in my experience, When a suspect runs scared, he'll implicate anyone he can, guilty or not. And he did write those checks to you.
What are you doing here?
I'm handling the Rappaport case. Do I know you?
You're the new ADA Hank hired?
Yes. Is there something wrong?
Hi. Hi. Isn't it a beautiful day?
Yes, it is. You're in a good mood. Did you murder Nora?
No. Better. We've come to a understanding. So I think things are finally going my way.
I'm relieved to hear that.
So who are you having coffee with?
An old friend of Mel's.
Oh. Where is he?
Well, he said he was going to step out for a moment and that he'd be right back.
Should I be adding another place setting at the wedding party?
I think that might be a bit premature.
Yes, but not entirely out of the question, right?
Yeah, I think it would be nice if he decided to stay around Landview for a while, yes. And here he is.
You again.
Do you two know each other?
We met at the gallery.
I was looking for you, actually. As a matter of fact, I don't think I got a chance to introduce myself. I'm Drake Faraday.
Lindsay Rappaport. Soon to become Buchanan.
You bought me tulips.
Well, the table needed something.
You say so.
The truth is, when we walked by the flower stand, I wanted to get them for you, but I didn't because I thought maybe I'm being presumptuous. But suddenly, wbeing here, I thought, why not? So, am I being presumptuous?
Not in the least.
Do you have a habit of being presumptuous?
Sometimes. Well, maybe I should presume to find a vase. If you'll excuse me.
What's going on?
Nothing. I told you he's a friend of Mel's.
And that's why you're so glowy.
Glow? Oh, please. I hardly know the man.
Exactly. So do me a favor, will you? Play hard to get.
Why? Do you know him?
I know his type. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk to you about. I have important things to discuss.
Of course. Let me guess. You.
No. You. I want you to be my matron of honor.
After everything that happened, thank you.
Is that a yes?
Of course it's a yes. I would be honored.
I do have some other pretty important news.
Yes, what would that be?
It's a secret.
Lindsay, please, no more secrets.
It's a good secret, though. Really good, I promise. But I have to go. Okay.
Oh, now you walk out. Terrific.
What do you think? Do you like them?
They're beautiful.
The only thing wrong here is that you're talking to my niece without giving her the benefit of legal counsel.
We're just having a conversation.
I know the tricks. And I know the case. I work for Hank Gannon, too.
ADA Delgado.
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
But you said I should tell my side of the story.
Not without an attorney present.
I don't have anything to hide.
Then why don't we go to the police station?
Do you have a warrant?
Oh, I could get one. I could start with the charge of accessory, and then see where we can go from there.
It's okay. I want to cooperate.
Good.
Okay, listen. Don't say a word. I will meet you down at the station with a lawyer as soon as I possibly can. Okay?
You know, if I hadn't bought into Will's whole nice guy act, maybe Christian and I would have had a chance.
I'm real sorry you got hurt, Jesse. I promise you this, it'll never happen again. I'll make certain of that.
Jess?
Who let you in?
What's going on?
How dare you barge in here?
Grandpa was just explaining a few things to me.
Well, then you can explain a few things to me. Like, how did the cops know that Will was at the Art Institute?
What happened?
Well, I went to New York to find out why my scholarship got cut off. Will was there, and he was trying to find out the exact same thing. The dean swore that it was all due to cutbacks. And then the cops show up and arrest Will for jumping bail.
Christian, when somebody jumps bail, there's an APB put out across the country. Will had a friend in New York named Roseanne. There you are.
See, you still haven't told me who tipped off the cops.
What happened to your hand?
Nothing. My hand is fine. Answer my question.
I answered it. Excuse me. I have some business to attend to.
Sorry about the cuffs, Sam, but I had to do this by the book.
Fine, John. You think you could take the cuffs off now?
Yeah.
Come on in here, Will.
I'll do the paperwork.
Great. You know, Sam, Will didn't do himself any favors by jumping bail.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, we'll have another hearing later. My guess is bail will be forfeited, which means you'll lose your new house.
Dad, did you put up your house?
Sorry. Yeah. Listen, Will, you better prepare yourself to stay in jail until the trial. I'll see you at the hearing.
Dad, I swear to you, I was not trying to duck out on this. It all started to come together for me. Asa was the one that had Christian scholarship revoked, and that is what started this whole thing in the first place.
Did you stop to think for a moment that you could get thrown in jail by leaving Landview?
I had to find out for myself.
Well, then you tell me first. You come to me and you tell me. If not as your father, then as your lawyer. Tell me what is going on in that thick skull of yours. I could have gone to check it out. We could have hired a private investigator to go check it out. Did you ever stop to think, Will, that if that dean really was in cahoots with Asa, he's not going to tell you the truth anyway? No. You got to take matters into your own hands and make everything worse.
You know, Dad, yeah, I did. Because I wanted to do this myself. I wanted to prove something to you guys. To Jessica, to all these other people whose lives I have messed up.
Well, you're not going to do anybody any good being in prison, pal. Especially Jessica.
I have spent so many sleepless nights thinking about that mix-up. And my staff has borne the brunt of it. But I finally found out that those results were never mailed to Bo.
Of course they were.
I handed them to my nurse Pinto out at the desk. And she left shortly after that to visit her dying father. She's back now. But she swears she never mailed them.
Well, somebody else mailed them then.
Nora, all I can say is that she distinctly remembers handing them to you.
What? No.
Could you have been preoccupied?
No, absolutely not. No. No. There's no way that she handed them to me. And that doesn't even account for how they ended up being changed.
I have a patient in labor.
Okay.
Keep in touch.
I will. Thank you. Nurse Pinto? Do you think we could talk for a minute?
About what?
Well, it's a little sensitive. Can we just, would you mind just... understand that you gave the test results of Mr. Beau Buchanan, the sperm test results, to his wife. You handed them to Mrs. Buchanan.
Why do you ask?
I'm the Mrs. Buchanan in question.
You are?
And what answers did you come here looking for?
I wanted to know why my Uncle Beau was on Will's side. Why he almost made me believe that my grandfather is responsible for this.
And now you know?
Yeah, I know that Will's been lying all along. What?
As much as I hate to admit it, Jess, I'm starting to think that Will was telling the truth.
Your father's right, Will. This isn't a game. You gotta start trusting the people that love and care about you. Starting with your father. You know, he's one of the best attorneys in this country.
Yes, I know. Dad, I'm sorry, okay? I did not mean to make any of this worse, and I sure did not mean for you to lose your house.
Will, I don't give a damn about the house. I'm concerned about you getting thrown in jail.
What's all that about?
I don't know, but we better find out.
I am so sorry I'm late. I was checking on a patient.
Did you get the results?
I haven't had a chance to really look at them yet. Congratulations. It's official.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was married to Commissioner Buchanan at the time those tests were taken. Do you remember who you could possibly have handed those results to?
She said she was Mrs. Buchanan.
Thank you so much.
That's the Mrs. Buchanan I gave the test results to.
Oh, my God.